Hi guys, my name is Acellusday244. Today I'm going to talk about reasonableness. Well, you might think this is language arts because you think it's a reason. Reasonable. It's reasonableness. Which might mean reason. Why? To be able to do something. I don't know. But actually it's not language arts. It's math. But I want to ask you a question. Have you ever been to the zoo before? Actually, I have. I just want to be a teacher when I grow up, a math teacher. And I think I'd like to go on a field trip. I think I teach first graders. Let's think. I went on a field trip with my students, all the first graders in the school, and there are 75 groups. In each group is 6 students. So, I want to know how many groups are in total. The first thing that went in my mind is multiplication. So, try to multiply with me. 75 times 6. 5 multiplied by 6 equals 30. Write the 0, put the 3 here. 7 multiplied by 6 equals 42. 42 plus 3, and right here is 45. $450 groups. What? 450 groups? That's even more than 3 schools altogether. Man, 450 groups? That doesn't even make any sense. Well, this might not be familiar with you, but I guess if multiplication doesn't work, I already know that addition and subtraction don't work too. So the only last option is division. Okay, then that is incorrect. So no one in the world will believe that a school could have 450 groups and there's 6 students in each group. No way. 450 multiplied by 6 equals what? I don't know. 75 divided by 6 equals what? So we look at 7 first. 7 divided by 6 equals 1. 1 multiplied by 6 equals 6 right here. And it's 7. Now time to subtract. 7 minus 6 equals 1. We bring down to 5. 15 divided by 6 equals 2 of 6's. 2 multiplied by 6 equals 12. 5 minus 2 equals 3. 1 minus 1 equals 0. Hey, there are 3 students that are left out. That might feel sad. But there's another way to solve that problem. No way. No, there's no other problem. So, for this one, there are only 12 groups. 12 groups, and 3 students are out. But I think they'll have a better time at home. Play video games, or watching TV. They won't have any homework to do. I think they have a better life. The other groups are hanging out in the zoo. But how many students are there in total? We can use 6 multiplied by 12. Let's try. 12 multiplied by 6. Actually, I want to make 6 multiplied by 12, but using 12 multiplied by 6 is even better. 2 multiplied by 6 equals 12. Bring the 1. Write 2. Put away the 1. 1 multiplied by 6 equals 6. 6 plus 1 equals 7. Okay, so there will be 72 kids in total. So today we talked about reasonableness. And now you know, when there's probably a zoo or field trip or something like that, there's always a few kids left over. But sometimes, maybe not. But I want to ask you a question before we go away. Have you ever been on a field trip when you were in primary school?